You only have to do a very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. And trillions of dollars are managed by Wall Streeters charging high fees. It will usually be the managers who reap outsized profits, not the clients. If you're in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Never invest in a business you can't understand. Read 500 pages like this every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up, like compound interest. All of you can do it, but I guarantee not many of you will do it. One can best prepare themselves for the economic future by investing in your own education. If you study hard and learn at a young age, you will be in the best circumstances to secure your future. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. Of the billionaires I have known, money just brings out the basic traits in them. If they were jerks before they had money, they are simply jerks with $1 billion. Lose money for the firm, and I will be understanding. Lose a shred of reputation for the firm, and I will be ruthless. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. When you get to my age, you'll really measure your success in life by how many of the people you want to have love you actually do love you. If you get to my age in life and nobody thinks well of you, I don't care how big your bank account is. Your life is a disaster. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Nobody buys a farm based on whether they think it's going to rain next year. They buy it because they think it's a good investment over 10 or 20 years. What we learn from history is that people don't learn from history. If past history was all that is needed to play the game of money, the richest people would be librarians. Not doing what we love in the name of greed is very poor management of our lives. The investor of today does not profit from yesterday's growth. Money is not everything. Make sure you earn a lot before speaking such nonsense. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. The most important investment you can make is in yourself. Never depend on a single income. Make an investment to create a second source. We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy, and to be greedy only when others are fearful. Today, people who hold cash equivalents feel comfortable. They shouldn't. They have opted for a terrible long-term asset, one that pays virtually nothing and is certain to depreciate in value. The years ahead will occasionally deliver major market declines, even panics. That will affect virtually all stocks. No one can tell you when these traumas will occur. Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. Predicting rain doesn't count. Building the ark does. The best chance to deploy capital is when things are going down. This does not bother Charlie and me. Indeed, we enjoy such. Price declines if we have funds available to increase our positions. It's been an ideal period for investors. A climate of fear is their best friend. Those who invest only when commentators are upbeat end up paying a heavy price for meaningless reassurance. I will tell you how to become rich. Close the doors. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. No matter how great the talent or efforts, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. Don't pass up something that's attractive today because you think you will find something better tomorrow. Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. Rule No. 1. Never lose money. Rule No. 2. Never forget Rule No.1. Remember that the stock market is a manic depressive. Should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. Beware the investment activity that produces applause. The great moves are usually greeted by yawns. Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. Never invest in a business you cannot understand. If returns are going to be 7 or 8% and you're paying 1% for fees, that makes an enormous difference in how much money you're going to have in retirement. In the business world, the rear view mirror is always clearer than the windshield. The key to investing is not assessing how much an industry is going to affect society or how much it will grow, but rather determining the competitive advantage of any given company and, above all, the durability of that advantage.